Srila Prabhupada was born on Friday the 6th of February 1874 near the Jagannath Temple in Puri Dham to his father Kedarnath Datta and his mother Bhagavati Devi. Kedarnath Datta later became known as Srila Sachidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Srila Prabhupada was given the name Bimala Prasad by his parents, and from a young age he was highly intelligent, excelling academically and demonstrating a deep understanding of astrology. When he was in class 6, around the age of 10, his father, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, gave him Harinam initiation as well as Nishinga Mantra and Gayatri. In 1902, at the age of 28, and by the order of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bimala Prasad took initiation from His Divine Grace Paramahamsa Kulucharamani Thakur Srila Guru Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj and received the name Sri Varshabhanavi Daita Das. Soon after his initiation, he felt a divine calling to spread the loving message of Lord Chaitanya across the world and to bring any of his followers to his masters, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Guru Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. However, before starting this, he first vowed to complete the chanting of 1 billion names of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He chanted 192 rounds daily for 11 years to complete his vow. In 1914, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur passed away, and in the following year, in 1915, Srila Guru Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj also left his body and departed. Feeling bereft of his two spiritual masters, Srila Prabhupada continued chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and put aside the idea of spreading Lord Chaitanya's message around the world, since he no longer had a shelter to bring the followers to. Then, one morning, whilst he was sitting in Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Bhajan Kutir in Yogpith in Mayapur, he saw a bright and brilliant light coming from a jackfruit tree, and he had a vision of Lord Chaitanya appearing in front of him with all of his associates, including Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Guru Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. They all unanimously ordered Srila Prabhupada to start preaching and to spread the loving message of Lord Chaitanya to the world. Srila Prabhupada asked, "But who will give shelter to those who come to me and the movement?" They all replied that he must give shelter to all who come to him on their behalf. Srila Prabhupada said to them, "I don't have any manpower, nor do I have the financial capacity." They replied, "We will send the manpower and all other resources to you." After this divine order, many spiritually elevated and intellectual personalities came to the service of Srila Prabhupada. Some of these great personalities were Srila Bhakti Vilas Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Hridoy Bon Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhardev Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Pradip Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Daita Madhav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Keval Adharami Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj, and Srila Bhakti Kushum Shraman Goswami Maharaj. They were all spiritual descendants of Lord Chaitanya, and each and every one of them was spiritual giants who made their mark through service to Srila Prabhupada and his mission. In 1918, on the day of Lord Chaitanya's appearance festival, Srila Prabhupada completed his vow of chanting 1 billion names of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and on the same day, he inaugurated the first preaching center called Sri Chaitanya Mutt in Mayapur. Seeing his spiritual feat and his determination to follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya, the scholars of the Vaishnava world adorned him with the title Srila Prabhupada. From then on, he became known as Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, or simply Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada established his second preaching center in Kolkata on 1 Ottadanga Junction Road. Between 1918 and 1936, in the space of 18 years, Srila Prabhupada and his followers established 64 preaching centers throughout India, promoting the fundamental principles of Lord Chaitanya's teachings, even though the country was under British rule. These teachings are still being taught to all who come to this movement. They are to be non-sectarian, non-judgmental, to have compassion and kindness towards all living beings, to be humble, and to keep tolerance in all situations. In line with Lord Chaitanya's teachings, followers are also encouraged to free themselves from the material desires for name, fame, distinction, and recognition, and instead, they should engage themselves in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. At 5:30 a.m. on the 1st of January 1937, Srila Prabhupada left his physical body in Bagbazar Gaudiya Math in Kolkata. His holy body was transported to Sridham Mayapur, where he was placed in Samadhi. A few days before his physical departure, Srila Prabhupada instructed all of his followers to stay united under the shelter of Srimati Radharani and to spread the loving message of Rup and Raghunath, the message of Lord Chaitanya, all over the world. In order to follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, one of his most intimate disciples, Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Thakur, established Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math, where the teachings of Lord Chaitanya are being distributed to all who come. Day by day, the loving mission of Lord Chaitanya is expanding, and we can see that many centers have been built by Srila Prabhupada's spiritual children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and by all of their followers. To celebrate the 150th appearance anniversary of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur, Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math have arranged a divine gathering called Divya Samagam for everyone to unite under one banner and partake in spiritual festivities. We would like to invite all Gaudiya Vaishnavas to attend and participate in this Divya Samagam, which will be taking place at Sri Gopinath Gaudiya Math in Sri Puri Dham from the 16th to the 18th of October 2023. Your attendance will be an act of service to both Srila Prabhupada and to Lord Chaitanya's mission. Service to the Lord and to His devotees will help you to deliver yourselves from the struggles of this material world and enter a life of eternal peace and bliss.